Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's first video. So day 10 will take us to around the 19th of November, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles. They run to around a couple of weeks. I'll have a look at CFS B2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. Got a lot of pictures to show you as well that have been shared with us on the GavsWeatherVids accounts and email to us as well. So I'll start off with that in a moment. But just to say, so first thing I'm going to say is thank you so much to our new channel member. So we picked up a new channel member yesterday during yesterday's live stream. So thank you so much to Mike Rawcliffe. Thank you so much to Mike Rawcliffe for becoming a GavsWeatherVids channel member. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Mike, for doing that. If you'd like to become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids, all you need to do is come to GavsWeatherVids YouTube homepage, click the join button that you see just there. Click the join button. And that's going to take you through to the other page where you see what benefits you get for becoming a channel member, and you can sign up on that page as well. So that's how you become a channel member. And thank you so much to all of our channel members, all of our patrons, all of our donors. Again, the support that you give to GavsWeatherVids is always just absolutely phenomenal. So thank you to all of you for doing that. And a special thank you to Mike Rawcliffe for becoming a GavsWeatherVids channel member in yesterday's live stream. Now, we gave away a £30 Amazon voucher in the live stream yesterday, but it didn't quite go to plan. So somebody did win. Craig, I think it was. Craig won the £30 Amazon voucher, but it became apparent during the stream and afterwards that several names were missing from the draw, from the prize draw. There's been an error with the Discord system. So what we're going to do is rerun it. Nobody's going to miss out, you know. So Craig is going to get his voucher, and congratulations to Craig for doing that. But anybody who wasn't included, you know, didn't have their name included in the prize draw, you're not going to miss out. We're going to re-roll this. So we're going to be like the National Lottery, aren't we? We're going to roll it over. We're going to roll over. No, we're not going to roll over because Craig's going to get his voucher. But we are going to rerun it, going to redraw it. I'm going to do that at the start of Wednesday's live stream. And I'll make sure that everybody's name is included. I've actually written them all down with pen and paper. So I shall make sure that everybody's name is included in the name picker. And yeah, so we'll do it at the start of Wednesday's live stream. Sorry for the confusion to everybody, but these things happen. You know, we're just experimenting and trying it out, and it was quite exciting actually. You know, the name picker, seeing it whizzing round, I thought was quite good. So yeah, we're going to do it again on Wednesday. So you're going to have another chance to win a £30 Amazon voucher, and that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, we're on the grind now, by the way. So as I celebrate getting to 8k subs last week, but I said we're going to start the grind to 9k today. So we are on the grind to 9k subs today. Please, if you aren't yet subscribed to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel, please click subscribe, and don't forget to tell your friends and your family and everybody else about GavsWeatherVids. And if everybody who subscribes brings a friend, we're going to get to 9k that much quicker. I don't know when we'll get to 9k. It may be some time away, but we are now starting the grind again to 9k subscribers. Right, so that's all the announcements done. Let's have a look at a few of your pictures then. So this is GavsWeatherVids Discord server. So let's go through a few of these. Got Asian Major. Asian posted this lovely afternoon walk. That was last week. Nice autumnal colours there. Where Asian is. Ryan posted this. Ryan 56. Snow in the Lake District. Katrine posted that one, an afternoon fading rainbow. Lovely little picture. Thank you so much, Katrine, for posting that one. Schreier posted this. Lovely sunrise in Dublin. Thank you so much, Schreier, for posting that. Weather 03 posted what looks like a rather frosty looking decking picture. I even got some frost there. Yeah, there were some frosts, weren't there, a few mornings ago. Got some more frost pictures to show you in a moment. Noble Elite posted this one. Nice cold foggy morning this morning. We have had a bit of fog, haven't we, over the past few mornings. We've even had some GavsWeatherVids towers here this morning. It's very, very foggy first thing. Nuvan Jalda posted this. Steamy windows this morning. Steamy windows, wow. Yeah. Right, Adrian posted that one. A beautiful day here on the first day of lockdown 2. Yes, we are back in lockdown again, aren't we? Navan Jalda, doesn't take long to go from crystal clear skies like this to fog this morning. So nice bit of sunshine there, but soon back into the fog there. Right, what else have we got? So, I'm not sure what that one is. We've got Mark Clifford posted this one. Nice still waters, I think. We've got still waters here from Mark Clifford. Some photos I took on my ride yesterday. Lovely, lovely still gin clear waters there, which Mark Clifford took on his bike ride. Noble Elite, beautiful sky this morning, very misty morning and nice colours in the sky. Weather 03, rather steamed up windows once again. Jeffers Craft, rain is finally coming. Jeffers on the west coast in California has had a little bit of rain. Yesterday, Jeffers was telling me that like only a few weeks ago, there was over 100 Fahrenheit. In his part of California, but yesterday he was telling me that they might be getting some snow. So Jeff has let me know in the comments whether you did actually have any snow yesterday. But we always think of California as being like really, really hot all the time, don't we? But you know, it's amazing how cold some parts of California can get, and they can get snow in California as well. This one, nice sun. I don't know if that's a sunrise or sunset, but probably a sunrise. Nice misty sunrise there from Noble Elite. We've got a nice time lapse from Iceman as well. We always love a time lapse. Dylan posted this one, foggy outside, so it was foggy where Dylan Holbrook is. Dan the Man, rather foggy here too. I don't know where Dan the Man is. Chelsea Bill, got some low cloud and some mist and fog as well. And then this one from Ryan, 56, looks like it's his dog in the sunrise, perhaps. Nice sunrise picture from Ryan. Okay, so that one's for Discord. Also got a few more to show you that have been emailed to us. So this one is Misty Skies at Seaford from Trevor Hall. Thank you so much to Trevor for posting that one. This one, Liam Kenwood, Maidstone Sunrise. Look at those colours. Wow, look at those bright colours. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Liam, for sharing these pictures with us. Really, really intense colours with the sunrise in Maidstone. Richard Bennett got a nice picture of an anvil cloud, so thank you so much to Richard Bennett for sharing that one with us. Stephen Price got an acre and also got acre and Elsa the cat underneath the acre tree in his garden. So thank you to Stephen Price for getting that one. More from Liam, Maidstone Frost. So Liam had some frost the other morning, and look at that one. Really, really beautiful picture of a frosty sunrise down there in Maidstone. Thank you so much, Liam, for sharing those with us. Maidstone Frost. Yes, our first proper significant frosts of the season, I think, last week. Richard's having a few days away in Manchester, so this is nice sunrise picture from Richard in the Manchester area. Duncan Wood went for a walk with his dog yesterday afternoon and got this picture. He shared on the GavsWeatherVids on the GavsWeatherVids chat, by the way, GavsWeatherVids.com. Duncan Wood, nice picture there, walking his dog in the autumnal leaves. Shira had a nice sunset as well over the weekend. And then Neil Cutler took this one over the weekend as well. Nice view and sunny skies. Road is a lot greyer now. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing your pictures. So if you'd like to have your pictures featured in the Monday weather video, then all you need to do is share them to the comment box at GavsWeatherVids.com or on the GavsWeatherVids Discord server. You can also share them with us on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and you can email them to us at GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com. And we're always happy to feature your weather pictures in the weather videos when we get the chance. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, this is what's going on in the tropical Atlantic. So, we've got a disturbance area just here. This orange X just here is disturbance 1. It's got a 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days and a 70% chance, wow, 70% chance in the next 5 days. This could be our next tropical storm and or hurricane. They're saying showers and thunderstorms associated with a non-tropical low-pressure system located several hundred miles southwest of the Azores continues to get gradually better organised. Further development is expected, and a tropical or subtropical storm will likely form during the next few days while the system moves eastward to northeastward over the northeastern Atlantic Ocean. So that's interesting. This one is going to go in this sort of direction then, by the sound of it. So instead of going like the typical west to east pattern, it looks like this one is going to go rather east to west, perhaps. So that's a little bit interesting and unusual. And then we've still got Tropical Storm Eta just here. So Eta is giving maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 992 millibars, and Eta is moving westwards at 13 miles per hour. Clicking on Eta and going to wind and cone static images, we can see this is now being forecast to become a hurricane. Again, you remember this was a Category 4, high-end Category 4 hurricane as it moved into Central America a few days ago. Very nearly got to Category 5. So now it's a tropical storm, but it looks like it's going to power back up to hurricane status in the Gulf of Mexico through the middle part of the week and gradually move northwards to move up to the Florida Panhandle again as we go through towards the weekend. Back down as a tropical storm by then. Let's have a look at the this, which is discussion, see how strong this is going to get. So this is being forecast to reach Category 1 hurricane status. At the moment, tropical storm giving maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, but when it gives maximum sustained of 75 miles per hour, that gets it back up to Category 1 hurricane status. So Category 1 hurricane Eta is heading towards like the Gulf Coast of the Florida Panhandle as we go through into the end of the week, perhaps. Key points of this: heavy rainfall from Eta will continue across portions of Cuba, Jamaica, Bahamas and some Florida and spread into central Florida as well. Life-threatening flash flooding will be possible across inundated urban areas of southeast Florida today. Flash and urban flooding will also be possible for Cuba, Jamaica and the Bahamas and the remainder of southern Florida, along with potential minor flooding in central Florida. Point number 2, tropical storm conditions will continue across portions of Florida Keys and the south and south central Florida today. Point number 3, water levels will gradually recede along portions of southern coast of Florida Peninsula and Keys. Residents in these areas should follow any advice given by local officials. And point number 4, Eta could approach the Florida Gulf Coast later this week as a tropical storm and possibly bring impacts of rain, wind and storm surge. Interest in this area should monitor the progress of Eta. And updates to forecast will follow this week. So need to keep a close eye on that, of course. Right, coming back home, this central temperature is currently looking. So the CT is coming down, has come down over the weekend. Still a little bit above average. It's standing at 8.6 degrees, which is 0.8 degrees above average. So it's coming down closer to average. That is provisional up to yesterday, the 8th of November. Now, this is going to start rising back up in the next few days as we are in for quite a bit of mild weather. But of course, we are also having fog, and if this fog becomes widespread over the next few days, then that will limit how much this rises. But generally, we're in a mild air mass, so we can expect the CT to increase in the coming days. These are 500 millibar high quality flow charts from Penn State University for the next week to 10 days with the ECMWF on the top and the GFS on the bottom. So 500 millibars, 80,000 feet, is an area in the atmosphere, high pressure and low pressure, being moved around by a jet stream running above. Red will extrapolate high pressure blue to low pressure. This is going to get us to the day, today's 7 to 10 time frame. Day 10 is going to be the 19th of November. So we can see that with the ECM, we've got this large area of above average height sitting over and to the east of the country. That's a big ridge of high pressure across much of northwest Europe. Low pressure below average heights out in the North Atlantic. The jet stream doing something a little bit like that. So yes, we're looking anticyclonic and probably quite mild as well, as we're bringing in the wind at least from a west or a southwesterly direction. Should be quite a bit of dry weather. The GFS is very similar, but the only difference is that the low pressure is a little bit stronger. So it still has this sort of large ridge to the north of Europe and through like central and western Europe, but the low pressure, we've got the low pressure out to west and to the northwest, and that sort of draws up those west-southwesterly winds. The low pressure is deeper and stronger in the Atlantic, so this is still mild. It still has a high pressure to the north and east, but the difference is that it's probably more unsettled, with the low pressure, you know, bringing bands of rain in from off the Atlantic, whereas the GFS is going to be a lot drier. Right then, so these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. So red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average. Look at Glasgow today. So you can see it's generally mild. We're pretty zonal. We're up and down. So we've got these warmer and cooler and warmer and cooler sectors alternating. We sort of, for the next week, up to the middle of November, in the second half of November, we sort of lose that zonal sine wave a little bit, but staying generally solidly above average. So the next couple of weeks forecast have above average temperature. Precipitation-wise, next 2 or 3 days going to be mainly dry, actually. But after that, there's like a bit of a deluge coming from like southwestern Scotland. Plenty of rainfall coming like from the second part of the week into weekend, early part of next week, and then maybe going a little bit drier again into the second half of November potentially. Does look mild and unsettled really for the northwest of the country over the next couple of weeks. It will be drier though down in the south and in the southeast too. Temperature anomalies from the 9th to the 17th of November going to be above average, not just the UK and Ireland, but through all parts of Europe. Really, another very mild 7-day period coming up. Precipitation anomalies from the 9th to 17th of November are going to be mainly drier than average through most parts of Europe, but will go a little bit more unsettled for the UK and for Ireland as well. So not as dry as it has been with these anomaly charts for Ireland and the UK, but most parts of Europe actually are looking pretty dry. Here's the latest wind flow map from EarthNautical.net showing that winds have turned into the south, so that's the reason it's become milder. Winds that shifted round to the south. But we've got a lot of high pressure sitting over and to the east of the country. So that's keeping the low pressure in the Atlantic largely at bay. But as was just established, as the week progresses, we may see some of that low pressure being to head in from off the Atlantic Ocean. This is the latest UK Met Office forecast chart for Thursday. So low pressure is going to be to the north of Scotland on Thursday. And we're going to be bringing in a westerly flow. It will be quite mild. Actually a little bit cooler probably on Thursday. A slightly cooler sector with the next low weighting winds. Now what happens as we go through Friday and into weekend? It's just look unsettled really. Low pressure continuing to plough in from off the Atlantic. The ridge has moved over towards the eastern side of Europe. So we're looking increasingly unsettled, mild, wet and windy as we go into the end of week and into weekend with UK Met. This GFS 6Z, again, have a slightly cooler, drier day on Thursday, and then we're back into low pressure ploughing in from off the Atlantic, bringing further bouts of rain over the weekend. It could actually be quite a wet weekend, I think. It's a way off, but we might have quite a wet weekend through the central swathe of the country. We might get a weather front that gets a little bit stuck and brings ripples of rain through the weekend. But on the plus side, at least it will be mild. We're moving to next week, and we're starting to get this high pressure vent building to our south and southeast, so that's turning us drier, especially so for England and Wales. What would happen with that is it would be very mild as well, as the wind is pushing up from the southwest, so we're drawing up the air from the Canary Islands. And then we move up into day 10. And we bring a cold front down across the country. This chart for day 10, which is Thursday, the 19th of November. We've got a cold front that's pushing in from the northwest. another ridge forming on the back of the cold front, and under that ridge it will start to turn drier and colder. So just beyond day 10 gets us to Friday 20th of November. We're under high pressure then, but this is a much colder ridge, so this will start to bring the risk of a return of night frost and fog and all of that sort of stuff. Mainly the extended range, we keep this high pressure close to the country, so mainly dry through the third week of November, but quite chilly. The very end of the GFS run, it's getting a little bit more interesting. The high pressure then looks like it's moving up towards Iceland, with a trough of low pressure digging into Scandinavia and northeast Europe. And that looks poised to start pulling down some very cold air from the north, at least into northern Europe. We would be like on the periphery of that. But yeah, ends up poised to bring a blast of winter into much of northern Europe at the very end of a GFS run. That's Wednesday the 25th of November. It's a really, really long way out. GM looking like this, so again slightly drier and cooler for Thursday, and then in comes the next batch of wet windy weather on Friday, and then into weekend it just looks unsettled with low pressure around, but it will be mild over the weekend as well. So let's just quickly go further on with the GM. So here we are for a week away. This is Monday 16th of November. Still looking mild and unsettled at this point. Let's see what happens after that. Yeah, long fetch southwesterly still coming in, so still looking mild, wet and windy there. We go a little bit further towards day 10. Again, same idea, high pressures to our south, low pressure to our northwest. There will be some rain towards the northwest with both southwest winds. It's going to be very mild. That's how you finish up with GM, looking like that. Just a little bit more ridging from high pressure building up from the south, but it is still mild, dry weather will be in the south. And then the ECMWF looks like this. So once again, Thursday possibly going to be a bit drier and cooler. And then on Friday into the weekend, we've got these low pressure systems coming in from off the Atlantic. They'll be bringing bouts of rain with them as well. So yeah, the ECM is also looking unsettled. Then high pressure next week begins to start building to our south and east with the ECM. So it starts to turn drier, but it's still very mild, moving up towards day 10 with the ECM WF. That's how you finish up with the ECM. Again, very similar to a GM, really. High pressure is to our south, low pressure is to our north and to our northwest. And it's still mild through all parts of the country up to day 10. This rainfall forecast based on that ECM run from tometeo.com. So showery rain coming and going. Really, it turns quite wet there around the 12th of November. That's like early, sort of late Wednesday to Thursday. More rain just coming and going. Really, a lot of it's in the north and west. Some of it gets through to the east at times. So there will be bouts of rain coming through, but the driest weather will always be in the south and southeast. That's how we finish up at day 10, 19th November. Some showery rain in the northwest. Otherwise, it's a little bit drier. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, which gets us to the 19th of November. We have 31 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to our north and high pressure, let's change the colour, high pressure is to the south. Winds are going to be like westerly, so it's going to be mild. Driest weather will be in the south. Most of the south weather will be in the north. And then 20 have the high pressure. That includes the operational run, by the way. 20 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure over to the east of the country will be drawing up like a mild or a very mild southerly type wind. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. There's a lot of them, so signs of a pattern change here, I think, with so many options. This gets us to the 24th of November. We have 10 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure sitting to our east. Will be drawing down a bit of a northerly wind, so very unsettled and potentially quite cool or even pretty cold with that one. I mean, that could be a trough low pressure plunging from Scandinavia into northern Europe. 10 with low pressure out to our northwest, high pressure to our south. Winds are coming up from a southwesterly direction. That's going to be drier and milder. 9 with high pressure just to our west, low pressure to our east. Winds are going to be a little bit northwesterly to northerly. 8 with high pressure sitting just to the north of the country. Winds will be turning round to the east with those. That could be dry but quite cold. 7 with high pressure just to the northwest. That could be pulling in like quite a cold sort of northeasterly type flow. And then 7, again, with low pressure over to the North Country, we're bringing in westerly winds with those. That's going to be milder but unsettled. So range of options, but again, it's just the idea that something a little bit colder might begin to develop as we get through into the last week or so of November. Until then, it's going to be mild. CFSV2, finally, these are 500 millibar heights bring down into week periods. The first week period takes us from the 9th to 15th of November. The coming week, we'll have high pressure over and to the east of the country, low pressure out to the west. This low pressure will turn us increasingly unsettled, particularly so for more western parts of the country. It will be mild. Week 2 is the 16th to the 22nd of November. Low pressure out to the northwest. High pressure is to our south and east. The wind's going to be coming up from a southwesterly direction there. So again, it's going to be mild, potentially very mild, but the wettest weather will be in the north and in the northwest as well. Week 3 is the 23rd to 29th of November. Above average heights, high pressure then to the southwest, but also going northeast as well. Low pressure's up here. That's going to be quite anti-cyclonic and might be starting to turn a bit colder under that ridge, especially if it's a clear ridge. We will probably start to generate frost and fog. And then week 4, which is the 30th of November to the 6th of December, looks like we're taking the high pressure out to the west and possibly retrogressing it a little bit with trough low pressure sinking into Scandinavia. That implies a northwesterly flow setting up. If the high was to go any further north and west, we could even start pulling wind in from the north. That might be the size of things beginning to get colder early in December. Temperature anomalies for week 1, 9th to 15th of November, going to be significantly above average. Week 2, temperature anomalies from the 16th to 22nd of November, also going to be significantly above average. Week 3, temperature anomalies 23rd to 29th of November, they're going to be above average as well. And then week 4, temperature anomalies from the 30th of November, 6th of December, just a little bit above actually, a little bit of a cooling trend, perhaps by the time we get through to week 4. Rainfall anomalies, finally, so near normal rainfall anomalies for week 1, a bit wetter average out to our west, round average elsewhere. Week 2 is a wetter than average week through all areas, 16th, 22nd of November, that is wetter than average for all of us. Week 3 is 23rd, 29th of November, near normal rainfall anomalies, and near normal rainfall anomalies 30th of November, 6th of December in week 4 as well. Lastly, if you've enjoyed this video and you are enjoying videos on the channel at the moment, please can you click like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. And yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think about the video as well. Okay then, so we're done. We're on the grind now, by the way, to 9k subs. So here we go again. We're not going to have a rest this time. We're gonna plow on and see how quickly we can get to 9,000 subscribers. It'll be interesting to see, won't it? And again, please tell your friends and family about GavsWeatherVids and get them to subscribe too if they would like to. Right, okay, that is it for the video then. Now, we're going to have part 2 of the 10th Winter Update coming up for you at 5 PM. Got that coming up at 5 PM, a little bit earlier today. That'll be up at 5 PM, and that's focusing on October data, October rainfall, October temperature to winter data, and so you'll be able to see that, have a watch that 5 PM. It'll be placed on Winter Updates page at GavsWeatherVids.com tomorrow morning. It's a little bit earlier because around 7, 8-ish, we're going to have the 3rd Christmas update. Another Christmas update will be coming up for you tonight. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic as well. Right then, so for this video though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.